Hello, friends. I hope the audio is working. Actually, I hope everything is working because I have no idea how this is working. Let's give it a try. I hope you're having a good evening. I think I'm going to tape this down. There we go. Hopefully that will now not bounce around. It is upside down. I have no way to flip the camera, and in the end, at this point, it doesn't matter because I'm turning this thing so often that there is no right side up. So yeah, until I find software, camera controlling software that allows me to flip the camera, I'm kind of stuck. But that's okay because, like I said, I'm turning this thing all the time. Oh my gosh, the the multi-chat thing actually works. I can see comments from like different platforms at the same time. That is wild. I love it. Anyway, so if there's any problems, let me know. I'm still trying to figure out the software, and I think this is the first time I've streamed with this camera since I got my new computer. You did catch me in the wild. It's true. Is the audio working? I hope the audio is working. I hope the magnifying glass is not in the way. Let me know. Oh, good. Audio is good. Thank you. What a total and complete experiment this software is, but I'm kind of impressed so far. Okay, wait. I'm not sure where the one starts and the other ends. Let's see. I think this is hair. So we'll just go with that. I hope everyone's having a nice Monday. It's been kind of cold and rainy here. Yay, I'm glad you like it. I'm pretty fond of it so far too. Let's see, which way do I want to go? You want always to be pulling the brush toward you. And of course, if you also have wet paint on any part, you want to be away from the wet paint. So let's see. This is the most finicky part, ridiculously, because look at all these people I still have to paint. But I think the people will actually be easier than this part. So of course I'm doing it first, just to get it over with. Boy, that aggregated chat thing is just wild. I cannot get over that. See. At least I think it's aggregated. I see Locals and Twitch. I'm not sure about the other platforms. Because it should also be on YouTube and Twitter. But I guess I'll have to check later. I should have put a family member to work looking at all the other ones to see if they're actually up there. I would not say no to that. I appreciate that. I'm just curious if there's actual comments on YouTube I'm not seeing. All right, which way do I want to go now? I want to do this face. Is this my smallest? It is. Let's see. Make sure I'm not on any wet paint. I'd like to go back to streaming more often, so if this works out, it would be really cool. Just because it was fun to hang out with people while I'm working. Because otherwise I listen to music, and I like listening to music, but if I'm not really feeling, if there's like no piece of music I'm really excited to listen to, then and I'm like, well, I don't actually want to work then. That's no good. But if I have company, it's always a lot more fun. I wonder if there's a way for you all to see the aggregated chat. That would be interesting. Hello, Cat. Hello, Cat. Yes, you can come in. Come in. I'm over here. Yes. Yes. I don't know if you can hear the cat. He's quite loud. Oops, that's a slight error. Is it supposed to be a relief or a constellation? Kind of leaning towards a constellation. Okay, so it's actually live on YouTube too. That's ridiculous. Okay, I don't know how, if you're a streamer, you can't not want this thing. Because how amazing is it not to be stuck, like streaming only to one platform? That is wild. Wild, I say. All right, let's see. I'm gonna have to turn this soon. Actually, I need to look at it. I'm not sure. It's like a person with a basket of fish. So You're not supposed to chat here. How come? You know, if they demonetize me on Twitch, that's okay. I'll lose some money, but I won't mind. I'm much more interested in not being trapped on a single platform than I am in becoming a Twitch superstar, which was never in the cards anyway. So I mostly just want people to be able to watch where they're happiest, you know. I don't want it to be like oh, you have to join this platform if you want to watch me paint. That kind of bites. I would much rather it be like, you know what? Wherever you are and wherever you're comfortable, you can keep doing that. Yay! People around, let's see, some locals people, some Twitch people. Actually, it's all people I know. You're just all on different platforms, which is exactly what I wanted. I wanted you all to be able to be wherever you wanted to be. The only part that's not as good is that you all can't see each other. I wonder if there's some way to fix that, or if that's a thing that might be coming. That would be cool. That would make it the killer app for the viewer as well, to be able to see all the comments, unless you didn't want to, you know, you're like, oh, those terrible YouTube people, I don't want to hear from them or whatever, which is valid. Hello, Q. Oh, locals didn't work for you. I wonder about that. You know, the app is definitely still having growing pains. You know, it's not a young app anymore, but if this is the kind of thing they're working on, I'm all for them having growing pains. Here, look, I think I can show you, huh? So here's my aggregated chat, and you're all on it. I think that's super cool. Anyway, yeah, if you have to be exclusive and you're making good money that way, I guess your use case is different. But all right, now I got to draw all these fish. I didn't do a very good job with the fish in the first place. I don't even know if this brush is small enough. This is a 0. Do I have something smaller? Oh, is my Twitch thing still say I'm gaming? I mean, I was for a long time, but all right, this is a 0. This is a 4. I don't want a 4 over 0. It's too small. That's a 0. Do I not have any more? Anything in between 4? And my brushes have been wearing out, so I guess I can try this one, but it's going to be super tiny. Let's see. The problem with these super tiny ones is there's not a lot of paint on them, so they're not very you only get a nice clear line if you have paint, and if there's no paint, then it gets all ragged looking. Let's see. Okay, that's not too bad. Why did I have to give him so many fish? Ugh. Does it benefit? Honestly, I've never been monetized on YouTube. So I guess if I work really hard at it, I might one day have a big enough audience on YouTube for it to matter. Twitch was giving me a little bit of money just because people hooked up their Amazon Prime subscriptions to my channel and just forgot about them and just left them there. So that was nice. But it's not like a ton of money. So I think honestly, the only way for me to make significant money from streaming is through subscription. So if you are subscribed to me on Locals or Patreon, that's the money that would make this a thing, I think. So in the end, I think you should just watch where you're comfortable and it'll take care of itself. Now, Twitch might have a issue with me doing it like this, but if they do, then I guess I'll just move on. All right, let's see. Because honestly, this is way too cool. I wonder if it's actually working on Twitter. That would be wild. I wonder if I can check myself. That would be pretty funny. Oh my gosh, why did I give this so many fish? All these fish. I'm not even sure they look like fish. They look kind of like loaves of bread, but that's okay too. I'll take it. Wow, I didn't know that about I didn't know that about Twitch. Okay, so where are the most comments? It looks like there are 3 people on Twitch and 2 on Locals. So that's all I can see. Now there might be people watching and not commenting, but I don't know. All right, okay, fish. I was on the fish. I didn't know that about having to resubscribe to Twitch every month. I don't know why people still gave me money then. That's quite peculiar because for a long time I just stopped. Like for a while in 2020, I was doing it regularly and then I just stopped, but I was still getting subscription money. Not going to complain, but it does puzzle me. In terms of understanding, like, oh well, I'll have to draw that back in. Okay, this tiny one is just not useful. Do I have a strip liner maybe? Maybe the strip liner would be better. Let's see. Do I still have a strip liner? Let's see. Would have to be a tiny strip liner. A 2? 2 is still pretty big. Let's just gonna try it. Let's have a look. Sorry, I have a brush in my mouth. That's why I sound strange. Unless this is a smaller strip liner. Wait. Okay, this is a 0. Let's see. Let's see. This is going to make it easier or what? Usually strip liners are easier to handle, but they look awfully intimidating. Oh, that's not bad. I'm really running into the limitations of the paper. The paper is not smooth enough, honestly, for the detail level I want. But finding good paper is really hard anymore. I had a brand that I loved, and then they changed the formulation, and I have not found a paper since that I really liked. But the strip liner is actually working well. I wouldn't normally use it like this, like I'm practically chipping at the paper, but Yeah, honestly, I would much rather build up the subscriber platforms. Um, and I've often thought locals is honestly much better for people who do video. Um, but I when I did that survey, a lot of people are like, I like locals so much better than Patreon, because they like I guess they just like the format or the comment system, or I don't know, they like it better. And so I'm thinking, well, I don't actually mind um, being distributed that way because it allows people to choose where they want to be. And then if one platform, goes under, or they don't do business anymore or whatever, then at least I still have some people somewhere else. Like the name of the game and increasingly is just don't be beholden to one place. Oh my gosh, I remember the days of PayPal reoccurring tips. Gosh, that's how I used to do, what is it? That's how I used to do the Godkin live journal subscriptions. Oh my gosh, talk about ancient history. All right. I don't know, these look like fish, but you know, they at least look like food, I think. I hope. Maybe what I should do is get someone to like read the comments out loud to the stream. I could hire my daughter to do that. That would be funny. Hmm. This is like all a mess right now. I didn't know that about Twitch, but my daughter was telling me about that. She knows a lot more about streamer politics than I do. Um, in fact, she was very interested in Rumble Studio because she's like, "Oh, that would be so good because I have these people I follow, and some of them are on YouTube, and some of them are on Twitch, and it's really annoying." So, but yeah, I was looking at the Twitch percentages. They're not good, I guess. She was telling me about some other site that's like gives much better percentages, but I guess it started as some kind of casino gambling company, and so like everybody's like, "Oh, it's questionable" or whatever. And I'm thinking, gosh, all these platforms are questionable. What are you talking about? So I don't know. I think I want that to be darker. I'm getting very close to his nose here. I don't want to accidentally discolor his nose when I put so much effort into. Gosh, I wish this paper was less textured. Huh. Well, see, yeah, I think just as getting the money for streaming through a subscription platform is just better, honestly. The ad thing is just it's fraught. And I honestly don't know. I don't know how much longer the ad revenue thing is going to work with AI coming in, because once the AI search starts taking off, then I don't know how people won't use it to get around ads. It's Gonna be an interesting time, definitely. I hope I'm never quite like my head is not in the way, I hope, at any point. Yeah, I'll have to see if there's a way for you guys to see the aggregated chat. Maybe there's like a FAQ on the Rumble site or something. If not, that's definitely. Whoa, cat, where'd you come from? What? Go sit on the tarp, okay? He's got a tarp in my studio that he likes to sit on. It used to be my painting tarp, but he appropriated it, so that's where he sits to supervise me. What's that little stick thing called? Oh, the mahl stick. MAHL, mahl stick. You know, I could probably use one here. I didn't think of it. I usually think of it as something you use for oil painting, but certainly it would work here. I don't know where I put mine. It's probably on the floor somewhere next to me. Yeah, that's not dark enough, but it's getting better. Well, Twitch definitely had a lot of market share, but competition is coming, you know. Finally. Okay, I don't know what's going on with this ear. I guess I'm just gonna have to wing it. You show up to me as commenting from locals, Sarah. So I don't know. Now I have a separate Rumble channel, but if you were on Rumble, you would know because it's very distinctly different from locals. Rumble um, looks like young YouTube, we'll call it. Oops. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna wing this ear here and say I meant to do that. Well, it's not bad. Yeah, I'm glad that. What do I want to say about this? AI art has made me decide that I do not want professional looking covers anymore. How's that? So this is kind of like the first cover that I've done where I've basically been actually I'm happy and I prefer my non-professional covers at this point. So I think I might just and in fact, some part of me is thinking, and if there are errors in any of these covers, that's actually good because it'll prove that it was made by like a human being. So I guess that's been curiously freeing. Now the eye thing, I'm trying not to let the eye thing get to me. you know, we all get old and things fall apart. And I had a friend who I cared for a great deal, amazing artist, who stopped doing art because his hands started trembling. And he was an enormously uh, adept ink um, artist. And he experimented with a style with an inking style that was less precise, and he hated it. He said it didn't feel like his own work. I thought it was beautiful, but it wasn't what he wanted to do, and so he stopped drawing. He just gave up art and decided to go into game design. And he was happy, but I thought about that for a long time, for years, and thinking about what will I do, when inevitably changes, I have to make changes or whatever. So in uh, some ways, having hands that are still steady and eyes that are not quite as good, I think I'd prefer that to the alternative. Um, I can always, use this magnifying glass uh, and make do, But if your hands aren't steady, then you have to pioneer a completely different style. No, I won't put fingers on a on a hand. I promise. There'll be normal human mistakes, like all the ones I've made here. This hand is horrible. I need to fix that somehow. Oh, the hand is horrible because I'm actually painting the hand in the same place as the basket. Like this is the bottom of the basket. Let's see. Oh boy, that's a tiny space there. Yeah, hand trimmer is harsh. I kind of did call it a thought experiment. I did an experiment and just tried doing a style that was intentionally messy, um, just to see how I would feel about it. And, I didn't hate it. I think if my hands started getting unsteady, I would find a way. It would just look different. I want to be okay with evolving and aging. As part of doing the thing gracefully is treating that as a opportunity to change as opposed to uh, a calamity. Oh, hello, Julika. Yeah, I kind of want to redo the court covers, not to make the art different, but to make the art smaller so that you can see more of it. Because I did this thing where I artistically zoomed in on it, and and then you lose like half the picture. So I think I might eventually shift those so that you can see more of the picture. Because why am I going to paint it so that people can't see it? Greetings, soul person on Rumble. I do love the fussy details, though. Cat, yes, sit on your tarp and stop pacing. Okay, you're distracting me. I do think the cat loves me. I did not understand how cat affection works, but I'm pretty sure that he likes me. I think cat affection is I want to be near you, just don't touch me. So maybe he really likes me because he likes to sit around me all the time. All right. So we've got several of you on locals. Several of you are on Twitch, and a couple of you are on YouTube, and one of you is on Rumble. That's pretty cool. Now, the real question is anybody watching on Twitter? That is a funny question. Boy, what a weird idea is right now I'm uploading video to Twitter. What a wild world. Anyway, I'd like to go back to doing this regularly. So I think this is a good thing. Well, they don't look much like fish, but I'll take it. Oh, so you found me on Twitch. Interesting. We were discussing earlier if there's some way for everyone to see each other's comments, but I'm not sure. I'm going to look on the Rumble site and see if they have some solution to that or if they're planning one. Like maybe if you're on Rumble, you might be able to see all of them. I don't know. I need to look that part up because I think it would be more fun if you all could participate with each other as well as me. Oh my gosh. Okay, well that's one solution. Have like a billion browser windows up. But I'd like to see if there's a less awkward solution. Rumble is like trying to be the Twitter of YouTube. I think that's the best way to explain it. So not for everybody, but I gotta say this whole thing with the multicast streaming is like brilliant. I'll say this: the multicast streaming is typical of the way that they think. Like they don't like single streams of they don't like it when content is locked up under different people in a way that you cannot keep it for yourself. So like Locals is like that too. Locals is very high on the you can download your content at any time. It's yours, put it wherever you want, etc. So they're very big on that kind of thing, which I think is pretty cool. All right, how are we doing? How does it look, actually? All right, so that looks better. It looks like the lines are tighter, and that's healthier looking. Like it looks more together. I'll check the Rumble site later, see what they say. This part, though, is not dark enough. Boy, I've never used a strip liner like this before, basically as like a spackle. It's so weird. I don't know how I feel about it. That's better. Ooh, okay, be careful. That's so much easier to control when you have like a really long brush like this, the long hairs. All right, let's see if I can get into these spaces. Yeah, I can. I think I want to make it a little less finicky. Yes, it is a book cover. It's for the April release. We're doing it old school, super old school. Gosh, I can't believe the stream's been running for 40 minutes already. That's wild. No, we don't hear your dinner crunching. Although this software allows me to do interviews and multiple people on the same stream. I think that might be fun one day. Have like one of those productivity stream things. Well, thanks for stopping by. I'll have to do this more often. I missed my gaming stream too, but my WoW account ran out, and obviously it's not a priority right now to resubscribe. Although my sister got great entertainment out of my gaming stream. How am I doing with writing? Well, I'm procrastinating from writing the book by working on the cover. Does that answer your question? Well, they both have to be done, so I guess that's okay. It's not going to be a super long book. It is effectively a prequel for Fire War. So I'm hoping it's going to stay in the 70,000 word range. And that's not a hard thing to do. Let's see. It's got to come closer. Oh, that would be interesting. I wonder. There's obviously the studio is like a client, kind of like a streaming client, kind of like the YouTube one. But I haven't actually looked into most of the settings or features. Maybe I'll try that after I'm done here. I just wanted to turn on the camera and see if it worked and if it was worth like messing with. So like one of the things that I ran into is like my camera, my web camera says it's Mac compatible, but the software for it, like the company doesn't actually have software that runs on the Mac to control the camera, which I think is that's a choice. We'll just put it that way. That's a choice. So I can't flip the camera. And I'm like, oh, great. So I can't even rotate the camera in the right direction. But you know what? I'm going to turn on the camera and just do the thing. And if it's imperfect, then I'll take notes and try to fix it and just keep going, you know? Otherwise, you never start. So, all right, tiny baby. Let's see if I can get the tiny baby in. Little baby face. I will say that I was pleased with the camera output. Like I was looking at it, like actually that's pretty clear. So I was happy with that. I'm just not happy with the lack of software. What even is that? You know. I guess maybe the Mac is just not considered a gaming platform. So, the webcam people are like, well, who's going to be streaming from a Mac? And I'm thinking, well, who isn't going to be streaming from a Mac? Like, really? I don't know. Well, I tried OBS, but right now I can't get OBS to output to Rumble. Like OBS will output to like 6 billion services, but Rumble is not one of them. So I sent them a support ticket, Rumble, not OBS, and asked if they have like a setting I can put in, like a stream. I need like the server and the stream key and whatever. Maybe I can do it manually, but they haven't gotten back to me yet. So we'll see. I'm so glad I got the strip liner out because it works. Okay, that's not bad. I did Core's Eye too, so I'm trying to do little bits of it. Like I'll work here and then I'll drop over here and work here, so that it's all coming together slowly at the same time. That way the values look good together. Yeah, I'm gonna hopefully they'll get back to me with that, and then I can try it, because I'm used to using OBS for recording, and it would fix some of the problems I've run into. Yay, no head. Good. I don't want anyone staring at my head. Okay, well, that looks pretty good. Let's see. I want to make a gray and do this. Put it this way. And do a little bit of work on the front before I stop and get ready for bed. So I'm doing exactly the wrong thing with this, which is using too small a brush for the surface I'm trying to do here. So use a bigger brush. Now she is gray, and I will eventually make her look more gray, but let's start with the blue, sort of as a background. And there's too much water and it is moving, so stop doing that. What time? Oh, it's midday in Australia. Oh my gosh. It is 8:15 p.m. in Florida at this moment. I think that's hair. And her hair is gray, I think. Lord. My own character, and she's how many years old, and I don't remember her hair color. We're going to go with gray. If it's not gray, I will fix it in post-production. Oh my gosh. Do I go to bed early? Well, yes, I go to bed around 9:30 because I wake up at 5:30 a.m. So yeah, I do go to sleep pretty early. And when I wake up at 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m., I need to be like actually alert because I need to be ready to drive and all that. So yeah, I go to bed pretty early. I really don't know how red I want to make this fire, but I guess I'll figure it out later. Okay, so she's kind of got some coloration in. And that, see, now when I look at this, she's light, she's dark. Like these two are pretty dark. So I need to decide what I want to do with that color. I don't know if I want to leave it that light. What time do I start driving? Usually I'm driving by 6:45. So I wake up and I have time to like be bleary and then to take a walk and take a shower and then by that time it's time to get going. Well, but the drive is like 40 minutes one way and 40 minutes the other way, and it's city traffic, and I need to not be asleep. So that's why I wake up that early, so that I have time to focus and be alert by the time I get in the driver's seat. I don't mind it, you know, it's just the way things are right now. But it's definitely, it takes mental preparation, we'll say. All right, so maybe I should block him in, and then I'll have a better idea of how dark I'm not using any black right now. All this is just gray. Even these dark spaces are just like a really dark gray, because I don't want to get too dark yet. I want to have somewhere to go if I need things to be darker. So let's see. And they have some pretty extreme lighting on them. Let's see. But he's the darkest person in the lineup. Actually, come to think of it, it's like white, medium gray, and then black. So it's kind of a gradient. I didn't plan that part, but it's pretty funny. I'll take it. Honestly, the only thing is that I'm often kind of tired, because you drive in the morning and then you drive in the afternoon, and then I used to be more active and I kept up with a lot more email and chat and stuff, and now I'm just like, I get home and I'm like, hey, you know what? I could sit in a chair. That sounds good. I think I'll do that. But, well, year and a half or so, and things will change. And some part of that will be, I'll regret it. So I'm enjoying the stuff that is great about it now. All right. So I think that's good. Oh, wait, she has a wing. Let me get her wing before I stop. This is her wing. Okay. All right, this looks pretty good. I think I will stop here for tonight. But I'm super glad that you all joined me and that this seems to have worked. It's pretty awesome. I think I'll do this more often. let me know. I was going to say, let me know in the comments, but you're actually literally here in the comments already talking to me. So yeah, I'm going to do this more often. Thank you all for coming. This was awesome. Here, I'll turn it this way so that you can actually see it properly. There we go. Yes, thank you for joining me. We'll do it again as soon as I get back to the painting board.